Now on WRDE Coast TV.
It's another foggy start on our Friday and more heat and humidity on the way today with the first alert day for Sunday for the possibility of heavy rain.
Another hot day on Delmarva. I'll give you the latest safety tips on how you can plan your beach vacation.
Life in prison, that is the sentence handed down to the man found guilty of murdering a Wicomico County deputy last year. Reaction from prosecutors on this decision.
Back to the beach after news of a drug investigation at the White House. President Biden plans to get away for a weekend visit to our coast.
Fight causes curfew change. The action taken by Bethany Beach officials following the arrest of several teenagers.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
Welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. It is Friday, July 7th, 2023. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And Friday is here. Paige, I'm here for that. I think maybe you are too.
I'm here for that. Any plans this weekend?
Plenty of plans. I think it involves beach, crabs, beverages.
Okay. Bob, guess what we're doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Beach, crabs, and beverages with Matt.
Yeah, we're going to Matt's house. He's going to have a clam bake or something like that with crabs. All right. We are looking at limited visibility out there. The visibility continues to drop. Only a quarter mile in fog in Georgetown right now, and that also goes for areas like Millsboro up to Milton towards Seaford and Laurel. Also a quarter mile in Salisbury, so really be careful out there. Use the low beam headlights. Fog should burn off mid-morning. We're beginning with temperatures in the low to mid-70s. The winds are light, and the infrared satellite picture does not pick up on the fog, and we have a few clouds out there, but all in all, we're very quiet. Here's Delmarva looking mainly clear aside from the fog, just a few clouds back to the west. We'll see that fog burning off mid-morning, and then that transitions to, well, hazy, hot, and humid conditions, close to 90 inland by noon. A little relief along the beaches. Dewey Beach, that's the cool spot at 74, while we're close to 90 inland, and with the heating of the day, watch out for those pop-up showers and storms as we go into the evening. Watch out for the patchy fog on your morning commute. I also encountered deer. Watch out for them too. And also for the evening, maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm. More on Sunday's first alert weather day coming up.
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, the heat, it didn't stop the crowds on the 4th of July, and they have stayed steady all whole week. Rehoboth Beach Patrol, that's, holiday week, not just a weekend. Rehoboth Beach Patrol warning, though, this heat, it can have an effect on you after hours on the beach. Yeah,
Coast TV's Heidi Kirk live in our newsroom this morning. Heidi, staying cool, key to having a successful beach trip.
Matt and Paige, beach, crabs, and beverages is sounding awfully good to me as well. And they're sounding really good to quite a few people because let me tell you what, I was down on Rehoboth Beach yesterday and the beaches were packed. In fact, I spoke with Rehoboth Beach Patrol and they say that these are some of the busiest beaches that they've seen year-round. Heat exhaustion and heat strokes are the most common things that EMTs treat this time of year on those beaches. EMTs are preaching hydration and limiting your time in the sun to avoid these things because let's be real, you don't want to ruin your beach vacation with some dehydration or heat exhaustion. You'll want to watch out for signs of fatigue, a change in pulse or nausea, anything that's out of the ordinary. I spoke with Rehoboth Beach Patrol and EMTs yesterday and they gave me some safety tips and I'll have more on that later on. Matt, Paige.
All right, thank you, Heidi. If it's hot out there for humans, imagine how it is for animals who are left in cars. The sun is beaming in the hot months. There is concern of animals being left in hot cars. Coast TV News spoke with Ocean City Police, and a spokesperson there explained how officers handle these situations.
We're having an issue, I want to say, on the south end of Worcester County with like dogs being left outside during the cold and everything. So definitely it's something across the field in Worcester County. We're taking it very serious to take care of pets, their loved family members as well.
Now, even if you crack a window or leave them completely open, the temperature in a car heats up fast, and it is not safe for animals in the heat. Ocean City Police Department urges people to report if you see an animal in a hot car that is not attended.
Austin Davidson will spend the rest of his life in prison plus 66 years, and he's not eligible for parole. That's according to the Wicomico County State's Attorney. Davidson was found guilty of killing Wicomico County Corporal Glenn Hilliard. Hilliard was shot and killed by Davidson when he was trying to arrest him in Pittsville. This was June 12, 2022. Charges for Davidson include first-degree murder, second-degree murder, burglary, and gun-related charges. The Wicomico County State's Attorney Jamie Dykes says, quote, "Our community has suffered immeasurably at the hands of Corporal Glenn Hilliard's killer. This defendant earned and deserves the sentence justly imposed," end quote. Things got a little out of hand in Bethany Beach Wednesday night. In the wake of the incident, the town has bumped its juvenile curfew to 11 p.m. Here are some photos of the scene, which prompted police to post, quote, "Let's do better. This is unacceptable to our town, businesses, hotels, and guests," end quote. So here's what we know according to police. Around 10:18 on July 5th, a fight had broken out between two boys encircled by about 300 people. Then at 10:30, someone lit off what police called a large ground-based sprinkler firework in the middle of the boardwalk, causing some chaos and damage. Just 10 minutes after that, another mortar-style firework was set off, this one causing all sorts of panic. Police say multiple people were hit by that explosive. At least one 17-year-old girl had burn marks and was treated on the scene. Ultimately, 3 18-year-old boys were arrested, one from Selbyville, one from Newark, and one from Falls Church, Virginia. Again, just a reminder that curfew has been moved for juveniles. It's now 11 p.m. in Bethany Beach.
Lou, this morning we have a scary scene to tell you about. This took place in West Ocean City early last night. According to the Ocean City Fire Department, a car crashed into a Food Lion. Now we're going to show you a picture here. You can see on your screen the small gray car smashed into the front of the brick wall of the grocery store. This was around 6 o'clock last night that the car crashed into that Food Lion. The fire department there says only one person was treated for injuries. 2 firefighters were killed, several others injured while battling a cargo ship fire at Port Newark. Shocking video that we're showing you here about the firefighters that were battling the blaze that erupted late Wednesday night on an Italian cargo ship carrying 1,200 new and used automobiles headed for West Africa. A Mayday call that went out around 9:30 p.m. and 2 firefighters became trapped inside. Despite heroic efforts, a 45-year-old and a 49-year-old died. 3 firefighters from Newark and 2 from Elizabeth were also hurt. Their injuries range from burns to heat exhaustion.
The clock is ticking for the developers in one Milford community. The West Shores housing development does not have finished roads, also has some issues with flooding. The developers had until June 13th to finish the job, or the city would remove their bond. Neighbors say these issues have been going on for months, with more questions than answers.
I thought when I moved in it was still under development because the neighborhood next to us was. And I've since to learn that the development is complete, and it's been complete for over a year. So I was really surprised that the roads and the curbs weren't done.
And we've reached out to an attorney representing West Shores developers. We have not heard anything back just yet.
New this morning, following news of a cocaine investigation at the White House, President Biden is scheduled to arrive later today at his North Shores home for a weekend visit to our coast. Now, as opposed to flying directly from the White House on the Marine One helicopter, Biden will use Air Force One, land at Dover Air Force Base, and then make his way to his North Shores home in the Rehoboth Beach area sometime after 7:30 p.m. He is expected to return to Washington Sunday afternoon, and this will be Biden's 5th trip to Rehoboth Beach this year. A temporary flight restriction for the area will be in effect. And before the trip, Biden will receive the June jobs report. Strong report signals good news for the economy while also giving the Federal Reserve further reason to raise interest rates.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us predicted job reports that will have an impact on our country's economy.
Folks, thank you for being here.
President Biden making his economic case, highlighting his administration's efforts to bring green jobs to red states like South Carolina and touting other achievements.
This time investment is working and factories being built and jobs being created happening in rural America, the heartland, all across America.
The U.S. job market is growing. The latest ADP report shows private firms added 497,000 employees.
I got a double take number here that you have to look at and say, is this right?
Though Thursday's numbers were good, the stock market fell. CNBC's Dominic Chu explains the contradiction.
What this does do is still reinforce this overall story that inflation remains a possible problem in this country. We've already seen the effects over the last several months, but right now what it's telling us is that people are still working, they're still able to find jobs, and that the economy is still very healthy.
There is still more work to do before the country reaches the Federal Reserve's 2% inflation goal. The president's political opponents are pouncing on economic concerns.
2 out of 3 American families are living paycheck to paycheck under the weight of the failed policies of the Biden administration.
On the international front, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is in Beijing meeting with Chinese officials and American business leaders, discussing the economic outlook and ways the world's 2 largest economies can work together. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And today, President Biden expected to unveil new actions his administration is taking to lower health care and protect consumers from scam insurance plans.
Well, Matt, we still have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, Paige, coming up, painting Pallet Village, the effort in Georgetown to make improvements to a situation for those dealing with homelessness.
Also ahead, with marijuana recently becoming legal in Maryland, what's good for people might not be good for pets, how your furry friends could be impacted by the drug.
And after its sub tragically imploded near the Titanic Ocean Gate, suspending its exploration and commercial operations, that and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life. Step inside stunning homes with our tour of the new Delmarva Home Show. Then whip up a summertime favorite with our lobster roll tutorial. And bring a laugh with our joke jar. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
All I wanna do is have some fun.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce. But don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Dominating the rugged terrain with unstoppable power and agility, the Toyota Tacoma is ready to take on anything. Outfitted with the latest technology and the reliability only Toyota is known for. Now get 3.99% APR on a Tacoma. Unmatched, unstoppable. Toyota, let's go places.
At Accurate Termite and Pest Control, our goal is to stop pests before they enter your home. With almost 3 decades of service on the shore, we can treat any pest problem quickly with successful results. Our professional pest management program includes year-round treatments and an annual termite inspection, so you can be confident that Accurate has your home covered. Your pests are our priority, so if they return between treatments, so do we, for free. Give us a call today to prevent or treat all of your pest problems. Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce. But don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
6:14 on this foggy start. Look at our tidal health cam from Seaford. Probably about 1/8 of a mile in fog, if that. Take it slow. Looks like folks are using their low beam headlights. That is a good thing to do because we're locked in with the fog. 1/4 mile in Georgetown down to Salisbury. So it's inland Delaware and Maryland that's seeing the fog this morning. We're beginning with temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and we're looking at mainly clear skies. So once the fog burns off, we break into the hazy sunshine, and it's going to be a hazy, hot, and humid day. Make sure you eat that ice cream cone fast because it will be melting in seconds. 90 degrees, hazy, hot, and humid.
Heads up for drivers in the Milford area. A road closure is scheduled for next week. Northwest 2nd Street will be temporarily closed on Monday, July 10th, between West Street and Church Street for a water main repair. Town says that the closure will begin at 7 a.m. and it expects the work to be done in 5 days. Ocean Gate, the owner of the submersible that imploded during the voyage to the Titanic, says it has suspended its exploration and commercial operations. The suspension of exploration and commercial operations is listed at the top of Ocean Gate's website. However, the site still features descriptions of expedition offerings, including tours of the Titanic wreckage. All 5 people on board the Titan submersible, including OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, were killed in the implosion last month.
Volkswagen's bringing some new technology to its iconic VW bus. The automaker has announced it will soon test launch self-driving technology using the retro-styled electric microbuses. I love these. They're so cute. The program will rev up in Austin, Texas, with 10 self-driving ID Buzz electric vans. You see them right there. The company then plans to expand the testing to 4 more cities over the next 3 years. Volkswagen has teamed up with Israeli company Mobileye to test this technology. The automaker says each van will also have a human driver on board, all to ensure safety during the initial test runs. So how much money would you need to feel financially secure or consider yourself rich? In a survey, people said they would need to earn, on average, over $200,000 a year to feel financially secure. So to put those numbers in perspective, the median earnings for a full-time, year-round worker in 2021 wasn't $200,000, it was just over $56,000. More than 2,500 adults in the U.S. took part in that bank rate survey. 72% said they did not currently feel financially secure, although 46% said they expect to someday. The top reason cited for not feeling financially secure today, 63% said high inflation.
Marijuana's possible effects on your pets. What you need to be aware of if you're an active user and have furry friends in your home.
And we're locked in with the fog this morning, but above that fog deck is full sunshine. That will burn off this fog in the next couple of hours, but in the meantime, hazy, hot, and humid, and some relief into the weekend with increasing showers and storms, maybe heavy rain on Sunday. I'll break it down on Futurecast after the break.
Join a global team of dreamers, doers, and inventors at one of the largest biotech manufacturing companies in the world, right here in Millsboro, Delaware. At Merck, we use the power of leading-edge science to save and improve lives. Whether you have a diploma, degree, or in between, positions are available from entry-level through management. Competitive pay, health insurance, tuition reimbursement, 401k, pension plan, and annual bonuses. Join Merck and be a part of a bigger story. Apply online today.
Do you have a well with low pressure or sputtering, cloudy water, no water at all, and you feel like you may need a new one? There might be a solution to fix your issue, save you some money, and extend the life of your well. Click or call to connect with Daisy's Well Drilling. We'll take time to discuss the issue and run a proper diagnosis, including checking the voltage and vacuum checking for flow, to find the problem
and the solution.
Daisy's Well Drilling, family owned since 1941.
Daisy's Well Drilling.
My brother and I have been on construction sites since a very young age, helping our father, learning construction and carpentry, even rebuilding wooden boats, shaping and bending the wood, focusing on every detail, building it the right way. Our dad showed us the importance of craftsmanship and the difference it makes. Grolic Builders uses the same attention to detail that our father used when he worked on his projects, shaping your vision into a home. We're a family of builders, Grolic Builders, homes built with honor.
We get new inventory in all the time.
Literally every single day.
Things that you can buy off the floor. You come in, you see it, you can take it with you that day, or we deliver same week.
I mean, I know that if you order something online, it's weeks upon weeks before receiving it.
In stock, designer home furnishings, 50 to 80% off every day.
You see it today, you can take it today, or we load it up.
We can help load up.
Let us make your house a home.
At that furniture store.
3 miles south of Delmar.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
All right, well, it is 6:19 this morning, Bob. We're talking about the fog this morning, the deer, so just remind people, right? Be a little careful when you're driving in today, but it shouldn't be that way all day.
I heard the rumor that Bob's car is known as the Deer Slayer, but I don't.
Oh, no.
Really?
That was a rumor going around the news.
That's news to me.
It was a rumor that deer were passing around. Right?
No, I'm the deer dodger. I'm trying to dodge them in the road as they're just looking at me like deer in the headlights. But yeah, well, I dealt with the dense fog this morning and the deer. What else? Sometimes a possum. So yeah, when you're driving around at 2 or 3 in the morning, you're going to see a lot of obstacles out there. Make sure you scan the QR code lower left part of your screen. That will get you to the WRDE weather app, and you'll need that heading into the weekend because interactive radar will be busy on Sunday as we are going to see some rain, maybe heavy rain. But right now, the weather hazard is fog, and it is thick. Seaford back to Georgetown, around Millsboro, farther to the north into the Milton area, up near Lewis, you're seeing the fog, and down into Salisbury as well. So just take it slow, use the low beam headlights, and it should be burning off here in the next 2 to 3 hours. Temperatures now 75 at Georgetown, Milton and Lewis at 73, Bethany Beach at 74, and Selbyville at 70. And the winds are light coming out of the southeast. Now, the infrared satellite can't pick up the fog, only the visible can, but you can't see it there. But aside from the fog, we're seeing clear skies and we're looking good across Delmarva. There's a little trough back to the west in the lee of the mountains, and we'll be seeing a little disturbance sliding through later today that could trigger a stray shower storm, but it looks like we're seeing more in the way of storms off the coast of North Carolina. So let's walk you through it on Futurecast, looking at upper 80s close to the noon hour inland, 70s and 80s along the beaches. And here's 3 o'clock, and this is new. Could see a pop-up shower or storm with heavy rain, vivid lightning, but they'll be isolated as we go into this evening. Watch out for that. Moving into Saturday, get those outdoor chores done early because I think by the afternoon, some isolated to scattered showers and storms with temperatures into the mid to upper 80s with 70s along the beaches. And I think we do dry it out for a time Saturday evening. Here is our muggy meter. We keep it very humid with time, maybe a brief period where we see a little drier air by early next week, but all in all, pretty warm and muggy. Saturday, we're looking at the isolated to scattered storms. And then Sunday, more impressive widespread rain as the front moves through. We're watching a little pressure, and some of that rain could be heavy at times. That's why Sunday is a first alert weather day. Poor drainage areas, low spots could flood, and now we'll see that rain end on Monday. And some places could see in excess of 1.5 inches of rain. So we'll be watching that closely into the weekend. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 90 today, 89 on Saturday, about a 1 in 3 chance of seeing storms. Sunday, the first alert day for the showers and storms, the heavy rain potential. The storms linger into Monday, and then it's the beginning of another heat wave on Tuesday, 90, and then 93. Wednesday and Thursday, mostly sunny.
All right, thanks, Bob. A reminder, you can hear WRDE news and weather updates throughout the day in our family of radio stations that are listed for you on your screen. Coast Country 103.9, 106.3 FM, 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
Pets on a high, yikes. That's the concern of vets and pet owners in Delaware and Maryland as marijuana was recently legalized. According to the Pet Poison Helpline, calls about pets who have swallowed marijuana have increased 200% in the last 5 years. Dr. April Reed at Peninsula Veterinarian Services says she sees patients for this about once a week, but she expects that number to now go up with the legalization of marijuana.
The signs are pretty much like people, but way worse. They are really ataxic, their eyes will be dilated, and they we have to make sure that they have like an IV and stuff in if they've had a lot.
And Dr. Reed says if you believe your pet has ingested marijuana, take them to the nearest vet as soon as possible, as symptoms can vary by breed and the amount they've ingested.
Still ahead, Painting Palette Village, how a town came together to make these homes more lively for those in need.
From building sandcastles on the beach to floating in an annual event on the river. I'm Mallory Metzner. Coming up, I'll show you all the cool things to do the second weekend of July.
Window World, the nation's #1 replacement window company, also specializes in siding and doors too. Save $500 off a whole house of vinyl siding, many styles and colors to choose. Save $200 off entry doors, plus get a free storm door. 0% financing for 18 months available. Superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva. Simply the best for less.
Honey, where are you?
Whether it's a natural disaster or just everyday life's mishaps, Royal Plus brings calm to the chaos. In disaster's wake, there's one call to make. Royal Plus.
I'm better.
The world is full of perspectives, and every business needs a person with a strong creative perspective to help their brand. This could be you as a promotions producer for Draper Media, parent company for WBOC and WRDE, plus many local radio stations. Be paid for your creative ideas as you shoot and edit promotional announcements. For more information and to apply, go to drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
A summer to remember starts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Right now, during the Tyndall's Sizzling Summer Sales Event, enjoy huge savings on quality furniture with the season's biggest discounts. Shop the best value and largest selections of industry-leading manufacturers like Casual Comfort, Telescope Casual, Jensen Outdoor, and Northgate. So visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel or Lewis, and don't miss the Sizzling Summer Sales Event going on now. We can't wait to help you create the outdoor oasis you've always wanted. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist to a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life!
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV. Follow WRDE Coast TV on Twitter.
Despite the heat, over 100 volunteers came together Thursday in Georgetown, and they gathered to paint the outsides of the 40 tiny cabins in the town's Pellet Village. This project aimed to beautify the village by painting the homes a variety of cheery colors. You can see some of the work being done there, and to uplift the moods of its residents.
Oh, I'm excited. I think it's just wonderful, and I know the place is going to look so great. And what I like is that, colors change your mood. So we all should be happy. It's going to be really nice, I think. I am grateful that people are doing it. It's going to light up the place.
Village provides housing and other services to the homeless. And we got another sunny day at the beach, another good one to get out there, ride some waves maybe. Also another reminder about sunscreen.
You're reminding us about sunscreen?
No, I said just another.
We've got breaking news. It is time to take a look at the UV index, and a lot of us have that fog early this morning. Hard to believe the sun will come out, but it will burn off in a couple of hours. It's brought to us by Face of Grace, practice in sun safety. And today you really want to be careful out there. We're up to a 10, very high on the UV scale. An 8 tomorrow, a little bit more in the way of clouds. The lowest on Sunday with clouds and rain at a 6, but then it bumps up to an 8 Monday and then a 10 on Tuesday. So be careful out there. Use that higher SPF. Make sure you find the midday shade, limit time outdoors, and avoid the sun from late morning into early afternoon.
All right, well, you know what they say, what most people say. Second is the best, and it's the second weekend of July, so naturally, there's plenty of fun things to do and see in our area.
Ricky Bobby says if you're not first, you're last. So
he may not agree.
I follow what whatever Ricky Bobby says is good for me. However, Coast TV's Mallory Metzner does show us the cool things to do.
When you sink your toes in the sand this weekend, you could take part in a 43-year-old tradition. The annual Sandcastle Contest takes place in the Delaware Seashore State Park from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday. DenRec says register at Tower Road, Oceanside on the day of the event. July 8th is the second Saturday of the month, and that means you can explore the shops and restaurants in Milton and Harbison while raising awareness for adoptable animals. Go inside businesses where you see a framed picture of Jenga and sign up to win a $50 gift card from the Milton Chamber of Commerce. You can now roast s'mores at the Twin Branch Winery in Milton and enjoy a variety of wines and sangria while listening to live music on the weekends. There's backyard games for the whole family. The 28th annual Nanticoke River Fest will welcome you to the 80s on Saturday. The festival takes place in downtown Seaford from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The float-in tradition that started it all begins at 11 a.m. Tubes will be launched at First State OMS. There's one last chance to catch the Hebron Firemen's Carnival. The fire department fundraiser opens for its last night at 6:30 p.m. on July 8th. Rides start at 7:15 p.m. Celebrate the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company's 70th anniversary in Oak Orchard on Saturday. There will be a parade at 10 a.m. and a ceremony at 11. The annual BB Heroes 5K is in its 4th year. The race starts at 7:30 Sunday morning at Irish Eyes in Lewis. The first kiddie dash of the event will be held this year for children 9 and under. And did you know Berlin almost had a Woodstock? The Calvin B. Taylor House Museum is hosting a Woodstock-themed concert to share that story on Sunday, July 9th at 6 p.m. There will be a concert by Berlin Airlift and a Best Dressed contest. For events that require tickets or pre-registration, we have links on our website under the Cool Things to Do tab.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun. Best Ace Hardware is the place for your home improvement needs. Since 1932, our friendly, knowledgeable staff has helped our customers find what they need, with a wide selection of the best brands all under one roof. Built so you can come in, get what you need, and get on your way. We'll even deliver right to your door. Now with a new Lewis location on Route 9.
Why shop the rest when you can shop the best? Best Ace Hardware.
Are you looking for a contractor that you can trust? OC Home Services specializes in custom bathrooms, shower installations, kitchen remodeling, cabinets, countertops, backsplashes, interior renovations, flooring, wet bars, interior design, custom woodwork, custom trim, exterior projects, decks, additions, siding, porches, and everything in between. If you can dream it, we can build it. OC Home Services. Professional service you can trust.
Accurate is protecting thousands of homes on Delmarva from the destruction of termites. The Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System is a unique standalone treatment that eliminates termites at the source. Our team of certified Centricon specialists will come out, inspect, and make sure that all and any termite activity is discovered to ensure that your home is treated accurately. With no fear of leaching out of your soils and into our waterways, you can trust that Centricon will keep your home protected 24/7, 365. Accurate termite and pest control, on target since 1995.
Are you gonna kiss me all night? How it is, but I believe that's how it ought to be.
1039 and 1063. We're local, we're coast country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group. From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
It's July 7th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
6:33 a.m. as we make our way on a Friday morning and the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It shouldn't be too bad this weekend if you just ignore the first alert weather day.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, we're just not even going to look at Sunday yet.
No. Saturday, beach.
Give it the Heisman stiff arm.
Exactly. Only positivity this morning as we bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Trihe. He's going to join us and help you prepare as you make your way out the door. Hi, Bob.
Hey, good morning, Paige and Matt. And we are looking at that fog this morning. Yesterday, it was along the coast. Now it has shifted inland, only a quarter mile in Georgetown.
I'm good.
Seaford, you're close to zero right now, quarter mile in Salisbury. So it's the inland areas that are seeing that thick fog. 75 in Georgetown right now, Milton 73, Rehoboth at 73, Selbyville at 70, as the winds are light or calm right now. And aside from the fog, we're looking at mainly clear skies across Delmarva right now. There's a little disturbance back to our west, and that could trigger a shower or thunderstorm later today. Here's Futurecast through this morning. Once again, I think we'll burn off the fog mid-morning, and temperatures into the 70s and 80s, close to 90 by noon in Millsboro. But look at Dewey Beach, only in the 70s. Nice sea breeze there. There's that possibility of an isolated shower or storm into the afternoon. Watch for heavy rain, vivid lightning. Then it clears out as we go into the evening hours. Today's checklist: low beams in the fog. That is a necessity. Wear the light colored clothes in this heat and humidity. Stay hydrated with water. Take frequent breaks. And don't forget the sunglasses and sunscreen.
All right, Bob, thank you. 4th of July crowds have not slowed down all week in Rehoboth. Some say the last few days have been some of the busiest this summer. Not a big surprise there.
And the president's coming this weekend, too, to add to that.
Oh, that's a good point. So Rehoboth Beach Patrol, they're warning you. It's crowded. It's hot. It can have an effect on you when you're at the beach.
Yeah, hot. We're talking heat. Coast TV's Heidi Kirk is live in our newsroom this morning. And Heidi, there is nothing that will ruin a beach trip more than a close call with dehydration.
Matt and Paige, I was down on Rehoboth Beach yesterday and I could not believe the crowds. It did not matter how hot it was. The people were down on the beach. And I spoke with Rehoboth Beach Patrol and they confirmed that these are some of the busiest days that they have seen yet this summer. Now, heat exhaustion and heat strokes are the most common thing that Beach Patrol and EMTs treat this time of year on those crowded beaches. EMTs are preaching hydration and limiting your time in the sun to avoid these things. You will want to watch out for signs of fatigue, a change in your pulse, or nausea, pretty much anything that's out of the ordinary. Now, Rehoboth Beach EMTs we spoke with gave us a few pointers if you do start to experience heat exhaustion.
It's key to keep these sensitive areas of your body cool, so the neck, the armpits, and the groin specifically. So you take a wet towel, put it around the neck, under the armpits, and then we have ice packs as well. And we just make sure their vitals are stable, and then if they need help getting off the beach and into the AC, we help them out with that.
She also told me that cases of heat exhaustion this year are actually down, so she's hopeful that people are listening to their advice and taking a little bit of extra precautions. Back to you.
All right, well, that's good to hear. People are following those safety tips.
Yeah, and Heidi, if you do begin to feel those symptoms on the beach, EMTs have recommendations.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing that you should know is that Rehoboth Beach EMTs and Beach Patrol have your back. They say they're constantly scanning the beaches, making sure to look out for anyone who might look a little extra fatigued or look like they might be coming down with some dehydration or heat exhaustion or even a heat stroke. And they say that if they miss you, that you can always approach them and that they will immediately be there to help you and get you the medical attention that you need. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Heidi. Wycomico County's Corporal Glenn Hilliard's killer will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Coast TV's Mallory Metzner shows us how we got to this point of Austin Davidson learning his fate.
A fallen hero killed in the line of duty on June 12, 2022. According to Wycomico County State's Attorney Jamie Dykes, Corporal Glenn Hilliard responded to the Talbot Apartments in Pittsville to arrest Austin Davidson, who had 4 open warrants for his arrest. The state's attorney describes Hilliard as superiorly fit and says he was able to catch Davidson, who tried to run away. The corporal repeatedly telling Davidson that he would be tased if he did not stop. Instead, Davidson shot at Hilliard multiple times, tragically striking him with 2 rounds. For that crime, Davidson will spend the rest of his life in prison without parole. The Wycomico County State's Attorney Jamie Dykes says, quote, "Our community has suffered immeasurably at the hands of Corporal Glenn Hilliard's killer. This defendant earned and deserves the sentence justly imposed."
Now, as Coast TV's Mallory Metzner reporting, the state's attorney went on to say that he's praying for Corporal Glenn Hilliard's legacy of service and kindness to live on every day in the community. Charges for Davidson include first-degree murder, second-degree murder, burglary, and gun-related charges, all for multiple crimes that he will at last serve time for.
New this morning, following news of a cocaine investigation at the White House, President Joe Biden scheduled to arrive later today at his North Shore's home for a weekend visit to our coast. As opposed to flying directly from the White House on the Marine One helicopter, Biden will use Air Force One, land at Dover Air Force Base, and then make his way to his North Shore's home in the Rehoboth Beach area. That'll be sometime after 7:30 this evening. He's expected to return to Washington Sunday afternoon. This is going to be Biden's 5th trip to Rehoboth Beach this year. A temporary flight restriction for this area will be in effect.
Things got a little out of hand in Bethany Beach Wednesday night. In the wake of an incident, the town bumped up its juvenile curfew to 11 p.m. Got some photos to show you of a scene that prompted all of this. This led the police to say, quote, "Let's do better. This is unacceptable to our town, businesses, hotels, and guests." Now, here's what we know, according to police. This was around 10:18 on July 5th at night. A fight had to be broken up between 2 boys, and this was encircled by about 300 people. Shortly after that, around 10:30, someone lit off what police called a large ground-based sprinkler firework in the middle of the boardwalk, causing some chaos and damage. And then just minutes after that, another mortar-style firework was set off, this one causing, again, all sorts of panic. Police say several people were hit by the explosive. At least one 17-year-old girl had burn marks and was treated on the scene. Ultimately, 3 18-year-old boys were arrested. One was from Selbyville, one was from Newark, one was from Falls Church, Virginia. And again, the curfew has been moved up for juveniles. It's now at 11 p.m. there in Bethany Beach.
A scary scene early last night in West Ocean City. And according to the Ocean City Fire Department, a car crashed into a Food Lion in the evening. You can see here on your screen a small gray car smashed into the front brick wall of the grocery store. This was around 6 p.m. when the car crashed there into the Food Lion. The fire department says one person was treated for injuries.
Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead, food delivery apps are challenging New York City's new minimum wage law, why they say it's legally flawed. We'll be right back.
Today at 4 on Coast Life. Step inside stunning homes with our tour of the new Delmarva Home Show. Then whip up a summertime favorite with our lobster roll tutorial. And bring a laugh with our joke jar. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
In Georgia, they call it a sin. I'm wearing Tennessee orange brand.
1039 and 1063. We're local, we're coast country, and we're Delmarva proud.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Gamey Elliott in Salisbury today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Living a good life means being healthy. But what does it mean to be healthy and stay healthy? It means getting the right kind of care. Right here. And convenient. It means having the right hospital to coordinate the delivery of health care for the entire community. Atlantic General Hospital. We'll put you on the right path to good health and keep you there.
Transform your outdoor space with Backyard Works. We are Sussex County's one call for all your fence, deck, handrail, pergolas, shower, and trash enclosure needs. Locally owned and operated, we make all our vinyl and aluminum fence right here in Harbison, Delaware, from American-made manufacturers. Cut out the middleman and deal direct. As a TimberTech Platinum Deck dealer, our trained team will professionally install your deck that will last a lifetime. Give us a call and let us make your backyard work.
It's coming up on 6:43 on this foggy morning for most of us. Our tunnel and razor cam showing Delaware Bay, pretty foggy right now. Boaters beware and travelers beware inland as we have a quarter-mile visibility in Georgetown. Lower than that, some surrounding communities in Delaware. 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury. Make sure you use those low beam headlights. We're beginning the day with temperatures in the low to mid 70s and the winds are light. And besides the fog, we're looking at clear skies and looking pretty good as we go through the day, but it's going to be another sunny day. Here's your UV index brought to us by Face of Grace Practice and Sun Safety. It's a 10 today, very high, down to an 8 Saturday, then a 6 Sunday, and then it bounces back into the very high range as we go through time. Make sure you have the high SPF, find the shade, and limit your time outdoors. I'll have more on your weekend forecast coming up.
DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, they are challenging New York City's new minimum wage law for food app delivery workers. Starting July 12th, the law would increase pay for app delivery workers to $17.96 per hour. That's before tips. DoorDash and Grubhub allege that the law is legally flawed because it targets only meal delivery services, not grocery delivery services, and would also force companies to pay workers for hours that they are available even if they don't actually make any deliveries. Coast TV News Today returns after this.
Let's do this!
We make the show because people like you.
It was like magic watching you. What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
This isn't just any car that's on the road. This is Hot Wheels.
Tuesday.
This is the end of the world.
They're going post-apocalyptic.
This is the car that I want to ride in.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, Tuesday on NBC.
Don't let the time it takes to keep your maintenance schedule up to date compromise your safety. Avoid costly repairs, depreciated value, and potential safety issues. Choose a Buchanan Subaru service expert. Even if it's just a simple oil change, our service loaners keep you from being stuck in a dealership. An expert will pick up your vehicle from your house, leave you a new Subaru to drive, and return your vehicle when it's complete.
For more information from the experts at Buchanan Subaru, go to delmarvaexperts.com.
Delmarva homeowners know metal roofs are strong protection for their homes. With increasingly wild weather patterns, aluminum shingles are more reliable, energy efficient, and warranted to withstand hurricane-strength winds. As Delmarva's exclusive Permalock dealer, Delmarva Metal Roofing gives you a lifetime warranty on materials and workmanship. This week only, spring into savings with 0% down and $1,000 off your new roof. Delmarva Metal Roofing, Delmarva's lifetime roofing solution.
Our goal at Expert Wire is to safely provide a wide range of quality electrical services. Our happiness guarantees ensure the highest standard of excellence. Guarantees like upfront pricing, 5-star team, 1-year risk-free, property protection, and your happiness guaranteed. Full details online at expertwire247.com or call Expert Wire at 844-350-WIRE. Remember, leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
It's 6:46 this morning. That's a absolutely gorgeous live look there. That's Ocean City on our Hershey Exteriors camera. All right, let's go to Ocean City for the morning because it's beautiful blue skies, a beautiful sunrise, calm water. What's better than that?
Yeah, they don't appear to be dealing with fog there. It's interesting because fog's being a factor, I think, more inland than it is there along the coast. Got the weather app out here and looking at it, Bob, hour by hour. Start with sun and clouds in those icons, but then you got some lightning later on in the afternoon.
Yeah, you know, with the afternoon heating, and we've got all the heat and humidity in place, those cumulus clouds bubble up, and we'll see a stray shower or thunderstorm into the afternoon hours for sure. Make sure you scan the QR code for the WRDE weather app as we head into the weekend. We've got low visibility around Georgetown right now, only a quarter mile in fog, and some surrounding areas even lower than that, 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury. So it was the coast and the waterways that had the fog yesterday. Now it is inland that we're seeing the fog, and that will burn off mid-morning into hazy sunshine. 73 in Greenwood and Milton right now, 75 at Georgetown, Selbyville, 71, Bethany Beach at 74. Winds are calm or light coming in at a general southeast direction right now as we're seeing mainly clear skies above this fog deck. And once that fog burns off, we're looking at mostly sunny skies. There is a bit of a disturbance back to the west, and that will swing in later today, and that could be the focus for some afternoon and evening showers and storms. Here's Futurecast through noon. Upper 80s already through Georgetown and Millsboro, but only 70s right along the coast, so that's where you'll find that relief. And then we will see some of those showers and storms popping up into the afternoon, basically isolated, but they could sit in one place for a while and dump a lot of rain and vivid lightning, so watch out for that. Then they'll tend to cease once the sun goes down. Then we're looking at a partly cloudy, muggy night, and it's going to be a muggy start to your Saturday, and much like today into the afternoon, we're going to see more of those showers and storms, maybe a degree or two cooler as we go into Saturday afternoon. Here's your muggy meter. Really no relief from the humid conditions. In fact, very humid as we go through the weekend. Maybe a little break early Tuesday, and then it's back to the heat and humidity. Here's Futurecast. Saturday afternoon, we'll see those isolated to scattered showers and storms. And then Sunday, it is a first alert weather day for the potential of heavy rain, maybe causing local flooding. You can see some of this deep green across Delaware, even a yellow color indicating some of that heavy rain. Could see some flooding in some of those low-lying areas, those favored areas for flooding. And then the heavy rain starts to move out as we go into Monday morning. And it's possible some places could see in excess of 1.5 inches of rain. That's why we're concerned about Sunday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 90 today with the stray storms. A little better chance Saturday, 89, then 86 Sunday. It is a first alert day for that potential of heavy flooding rains, perhaps 86. 88 Monday, the storms start to end, and then it's the beginning of another heat wave beginning Tuesday, 90 there, and then 93 both Wednesday and Thursday. Mostly sunny, but feeling hotter with the humidity.
A drive-through food drive pantry is taking place later this month. The food drive will happen in Laurel. This is on July 18th. It'll be held at the Laurel Fire Department from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or as supplies last. You'll need proof that you live in Delaware. That's required, and pre-registration is strongly encouraged.
Milford Police hosting a food drive at the Eastmaster Circle. The department says the food drive will take place later today and will go from 9 to 11 a.m.
It's 6:50 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And today's pet has a lot of love to give, looking for his forever home. This is Vec, a goofy and playful dog. He is a pro at walking on a leash and interacts well with other dogs. Vec loves being outside and playing in the yard. And if you want to meet this handsome dog, maybe bring him into your home to be your new pet. Just bring all your household members, including other dogs, to the Georgetown Brandywine Valley SPCA for a meet and greet.
We have to stop showing adoptable pets because I just have the urge to go get them every day.
You should do that, Paige.
I know I
It'd be
should.
a nice present for somebody at home, at your home.
I know. Oh, yeah. We'll see about that one. Well, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Also, someone go get Vec this weekend. It's
Yeah,
a great
please.
weekend to do that.
Looks like a great dog.
Yeah,
there.
and send us photos when you adopt him. To do that, take a look at your screen.
Yeah, you can email us a picture of Vec, your new dog, at content@WRDE.com. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. As a reminder, Sunday, don't forget, check out our Facebook page. You get a first look at all the pets that we will show for next week. We'll be right back.
And we are seeing the fog beginning to lift on our Tidal Health Cam in Seaford, but do watch out in other places for that dense fog. That will burn off to hazy sunshine, and then we're looking at changes for the week. Weekend, I should say. We're looking at some rain chances increasing with the first alert weather day, and that's coming on Sunday. I'll have the 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
It is important to have a supportive employer in your corner, a company that offers on-site health care to save you time and money. That's right, access to a doctor's office while at work at no cost to you. Work schedules to fit your lifestyle, matched 401k to prepare you for retirement, paid vacation, and more. A company that you can count on and grow with. A company that you can have a career with. An employer like Amick Farms. Visit countonamick.com to apply today.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com. When you're planning your next building, think Brendan T. Warfel. From custom homes to commercial projects, excellence comes standard. Brendan T. Warfel has the experience to bring it to life.
I build every home as if my family's going to live in it. If my name's going on it, it's going to be done right. I guarantee it.
Do you have a well with low pressure or sputtering, cloudy water, no water at all, and you feel like you may need a new one? There might be a solution to fix your issue, save you some money, and extend the life of your well. Click or call to connect with Daisy's Well Drilling. We'll take time to discuss the issue and run a proper diagnosis, including checking the voltage and vacuum checking for flow, to find the problem
and the solution.
Daisy's Well Drilling, family owned since 1941.
Daisy's Well Drilling.
NBC Primetime Friday starts tonight at 8 on WRDE, followed by WRDE Coast TV News at 11.
Brought to you locally by West Shore Home, making home remodeling fast, easy, and convenient for homeowners across America.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years.
It's 6:54 this morning. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Austin Davidson will spend the rest of his life in prison plus 66 years, and he's not eligible for parole. That's according to the Wicomico County State's Attorney. Davidson was found guilty of killing Wicomico County Corporal Glenn Hilliard. Hilliard was shot and killed by Davidson when he was trying to arrest him in Pittsville, June 12, 2022. Charges for Davidson include first-degree murder, second-degree murder, burglary, and gun charges.
Things got a little out of hand in Bethany Beach Wednesday night in the wake of an incident. The town bumped up its juvenile curfew up to 11 p.m. According to police, around 10:18 July 5th, a fight had to be broken up between two boys, and then about 300 people were watching this. At 10:30 in that area, someone let off what police called a large ground-based sprinkler in the middle of the boardwalk, causing some chaos and damage. Shortly after that, another mortar-style firework was set off.
A scary scene early last night. This was in West Ocean City. According to the Ocean City Fire Department, a car crashed into a food line yesterday evening. You can see here on your screen there's a small gray car smashed into the front wall of the grocery store. This was around 7 p.m. when the car crashed into the food lion, and the fire department says only one person there was treated for injuries.
OceanGate, the owner of the submersible that imploded during a voyage to the Titanic, says it has suspended its exploration and commercial operations. That is listed at the top of OceanGate's website. However, the site still features descriptions of expedition offerings, including tours of the Titanic wreckage. All 5 people on board the Titan submersible, including OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, were killed in the implosion last month.
President Joe Biden is scheduled to arrive later today at his North Shores home for a weekend visit to the coast. Biden will be using Air Force One, landing at Dover Air Force Base, and then making his way to his North Shores home in Rehoboth Beach. So it'll be sometime after 7:30 tonight. He's expected to return to Washington Sunday afternoon, and this is going to be Biden's 5th trip to Rehoboth Beach this year. Heads up, a temporary flight restriction will be in effect in that area. We have some big news for all you gamers and basketball lovers.
Yeah, NBA 2K franchise released the new cover of its upcoming installment.
Kobe Bryant will appear as the cover athlete for 2 editions of NBA 2K24. The late Hall of Famer and Los Angeles Laker legend will be featured on that cover. Kobe Bryant edition and the NBA 2K24 Black Mamba edition, the video game publishers say. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Bryant's been the cover athlete for the game in the past. The 20-year NBA veteran won 5 championships with the Lakers and was a 2-time Finals MVP.
All right, it's 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, Bob, I think we're just waiting for that fog to burn off the remaining fog in those inland areas.
It's going to be a couple of hours, guys. We have the thick fog around Seaford I'm drawing a blank here, Georgetown area on into Salisbury as well. Watch out for the fog this morning, cloudy, and then the fog burns off to mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. Watch out for the afternoon showers and thunderstorms scattered to isolated temperatures into the upper 80s. I'm expecting a high right around 90 later today, 89 with a few storms on Saturday. Sunday, first alert weather day for the potential of heavy rain, maybe flooding. That rain lingers into Monday and then ends. And then we're looking at a heat wave beginning again Tuesday, 90 there, and a string of 90s right through the rest of the week into next weekend.
All right, Bob, thank you. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up at 7 a.m.
And don't forget, we'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our WRDE News and weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.